Hi, everyone. I don't think it's understating it to say last night was a make or break point in the season for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. They needed a win to keep pace with the Kootenay Ice, who were also in action last night. We'll get to them in a minute. First things first, Canes and Victoria Royals last night in the BC Capital. It was just a sensational start for the Hurricanes in this one. Already 2-0 when Sam McKechnie is afforded all the time he needed to backhand it past Patrick Polivka. 3-0 Lethbridge, and Polivka would watch the rest of this game from the bench. He was done. Next shift, though, Victoria's Logan Nelson started things off with a big hit. Then he banked the puck off of the defenseman's skate in front and in, and the Royals were finally on the board. Late in the first period, Royals in a power play, and it's Nelson again, this time giving it the Chichi Rodriguez celebration, cutting the lead to 1. Then you hate to see this. Watch Victoria's Logan Fisher getting slammed into the boards by Captain Graham Hood. He was out before he hit the ice. He lay motionless on the ice for several minutes before being taken off on a stretcher and then taken to hospital. He did regain consciousness, though. The Royals would then tie the game up at 3 on a great snipe by Jordan Francu. It's 3-3, but they'd never hold the lead on this night. 4-3 Lethbridge here. This shorty by Jamal Watson stood up as the winner. That made it 5-3. Canes hang on to win at 5-4, snapping their 6-game losing streak. Vic has lost 7 straight games. Okay, back to Kootenay now. 5 points up on the Canes as the night began last night, trying to maintain that lead while the Tigers are trying to climb up from 6th spot in the Eastern Conference standings. Kootenay scored the game's first goal just over 4 minutes in on a power play. Brock Montgomery collecting his 28th of the campaign to make it 1-0 ice, and it stayed that way into the third period thanks to the goaltending of Kootenay's Mackenzie Skapski. He robbed Tyler Lewington there. Less than 2 minutes to play now. Tigers desperate for a goal, and Skapski made another sterling stop on sniper Hunter Shinkarik on that rush. Time ticking down. Tigers with one last gasp. Look at the toe drag and shot by Curtis Balk. Save Skapski, and the Tigers couldn't get the rebound past him either. Then the Ice managed to clear the zone from the ensuing faceoff, and Levi Cable found the empty net. 2-0 was the final score for Kootenay, and it's back-to-back shutouts for Skapski, stopping 42 shots last night. Now, the hottest team in all of hockey paid a visit to the Saddle Dome last evening. Lethbridge boy Lucas Sutter and his Saskatoon Blades were on a 16-game win streak heading into their clash with the Calgary Hitmen. But the Hitmen had a streak of their own to try and protect. 8 straight wins on home ice. Let's get to the action now. There was no scoring in this contest until over halfway through the game. Brett Stoven with his 8th of the season. What a beauty to give the visitors a 1-0 lead. The Hitmen did their best to respond. On the next shift, Greg Chase would ring the puck off the post. But the Hitmen found the net here on the power play. Defenseman Spencer Humphreys scored down low, his 5th. That's the first goal allowed by Andrei Makarov in 92 shots by the Hitmen this season, 1-1 after 40. 16 seconds into the third period, Saskatoon regained their lead. It's Lucas Sutter with a glorious chance, but it's Stoven putting the puck past Chris Drieger on the rebound. 2-1 Blades. 4-on-4 hockey here. Humphreys with a shot, saved Makarov. The rebound went to Cody Sylvester, and he too could not beat the Russian netminder. But the Hitmen did get the tying goal coming up here. It's Sylvester behind the net. Puck came out front for Brady Brassard, who flicked it in, his 27th, and it's now 2-2. This game required overtime and then a shootout. 5th round of shooters. Sylvester simply ran out of room on his deke attempt. And so now it's Nathan Burns with a chance to send Saskatoon to their 17th consecutive win, and that's just what he did. Beautiful deke there. That was the only goal of the shootout. 3-2 the final for the Memorial Cup hosts. The all-time leading rebounder in University of Lethbridge history is now a first-time Canada West All-Star. Derek Waldner was among those chosen by the Canada West this afternoon. The 5th-year forward appeared in 22 games this season for the Horns, averaging 17.6 points per game and 11.5 rebounds per night. And I do want to mention one note from the world of hockey. The Calgary Flames have signed Ryan O'Reilly to a 2-year, $10 million offer sheet. The Colorado Avalanche have a week to sign the restricted free agent. If they choose not to, the Flames will surrender a 1st and a 3rd round draft pick in this year's draft. So exciting news for Flames fans. The team also acquired right winger Brian McGrattan from Nashville. He's basically a thug and played with the team 3 years ago. The Flames wanting to beef up on the forward lines.
All right, thanks, Heath. Another first for Lethbridge. A Chinese company is in Lethbridge. We'll tell you why it's hoping to move into the Alberta agriculture market. That's coming up.